I'm going to briefly talk about five more AI apps which discuss which day is the Bible Sabbath. I've already looked at ChatGPT, Grok, and Gemini, and I Googled on ChatGPT for the most popular apps, and within the top 5 or 10, five others came up. Okay, and okay, so first of all, POE.com said that the Bible Sabbath is traditionally, to quote directly, traditionally observed on Saturday. This is rooted in the biblical account of creation. God rested on the seventh day. In Jewish tradition, Saturday is recognized as a Sabbath, a day of rest and worship. In Christianity, some denominations have shifted the observance of Sunday, viewing it as a day of Christ's resurrection, but Saturday remains the original biblical Sabbath. Okay, and Microsoft Copilot. The Bible Sabbath is consistently described as the seventh day of the week, which corresponds to Saturday in the modern calendar. And so historically, early Christians kept the seventh day Sabbath as well, though many later shifted their main worship gathering to Sunday for theological and historical reasons. That shift, however, is not in bold. It's described in the Bible itself. Okay, so absolutely clear, saying that it's the change is not from the Bible; it's a tradition of man, not of a commandment of God. And then Perplexity.ai said in the Bible, the Sabbath is the seventh day of the week, quoting, which corresponds to what we now call a Saturday, from the fourth commandment, going back to creation, blah, 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 blah. And then to quote the end, so if your question is strictly what day is the Bible Sabbath, the biblical Sabbath itself is the seventh day, Saturday, from from sunset Friday to sunset Saturday. And then Claude Anthropic, the Bible Sabbath is Saturday, the seventh day of the week. And then, so while quoting directly, so while Christians' practices vary, the biblical Sabbath, as established in Scripture, is Saturday, the seventh day of the week. And then finally, DeepSeek, chat.deepseek.com. Biblically and historically, the Sabbath is Saturday, Friday evening to Saturday evening. And to quote directly, therefore, to answer your question directly, the Bible's Sabbath is Saturday, but most Christians worship on Sunday based on New Testament precedent and the significance of the resurrection. Okay, and okay, so I think I hope you'd agree that overall it's very clear that these apps are saying that it's Friday evening to Saturday evening,